G'day guys, welcome back. My name is Wildkard. Thank you for watching my content, I do appreciate it. You are here because it's Super Rugby round 8. Is it 8 already? 6 or 8? It's 8. Hurricanes hosting the Chiefs at home at Wellington. And my team Hurricanes, this was the battle for the head of the table, the top of the table, the numero uno for Super Rugby going into the stand-in. And the Chiefs had the undefeated streak on the line. Away from home, I thought the Hurricanes looked, in the last few weeks, looked like they're up on the rise, and the Chiefs were looking a little bit shaky. I thought maybe the Hurricanes would come out with a win today, but nah. D-Mac truly is something special. He's eyeing down that Rugby World Cup jersey for the All Blacks, and at the beginning, I thought D-Mac was looked really shaky. He missed like a quite easy front kick. I think it was a couple of bit of handling errors. He looked like he was a bit shaky. He looked like Jordie Barrett on the opposite. Was playing that second 5A role out of the 12 jersey. Was kind of like just showing him off a little bit with a better kicking game and better handling for the Hurricanes. And then D-Mac, with that smile on his face, slowly but surely got himself back into the game. Showed much better kicking game, much more tactical kicking. Set up a lot of variety for the Chiefs' attack. And then, his goal kicking got better as well. Got a slotted 50-meter kick straight down the center, showing that something that, that's like the specialty for Jordie Barrett. D-Mac showing that he can do that as well. If he needs to be in the fullback position, if he needs to be in the 10 position, he can do both. And at the end of the day, the second half was just all Chiefs unanswered. 25 points unanswered for the Chiefs, with D-Mac controlling that rhythm of the game. And Hurricanes, really let themselves down in the second half quite a bit as well. So the lineouts for the Hurricanes was so bad. It was hilarious. Okay, Dan Coles, right? Isn't he like what? Has he got a 100 test cap for the All Blacks yet? I don't think he has 100 test cap for the All Blacks yet. But he's like 300. This was his 300 professional game, and it was like throwing lineouts, getting lineouts stolen. Both hookers, Moore had struggled a couple of lineouts as well in the first half. And they're really poor lineouts, given a lot of, squandering a lot of the opportunities, especially in the second half, inside that red zone, inside that 22, and not able to convert those into points. And the Chiefs, there was defensive lineouts going awry. It was just, one of the Chiefs' tries was because the Hurricanes kind of fumbled their own lineouts after their own 5-meter defensive lineout. And it was really, really, really bad, to be really honest, for the Hurricanes. The stats don't actually say justice for the Hurricanes lineout, because there were lineouts that technically didn't lose, but it was really, really messy, really, really bad. So let's have a look at some of the stats out of this game. Hurricanes 2 tries to the Chiefs 4. Like I said, 0 points scored in the second half of the Hurricanes. It was pretty abysmal. 495 run meters. So the Hurricanes did have plenty of opportunities, but the Chiefs' defense was really strong. 550 run meters for the Chiefs. The big difference between the two teams, especially in the second half, was the physicality from the 4-pack. The Chiefs' 4-pack just was more physical, was more dominant, and just really able to get over the advantage more consistently than the Hurricanes. 18 turnovers conceded for the Hurricanes, especially in the second half, and the Chiefs conceded 12 turnovers. Overall tackle count 156 for the Hurricanes, 22 missed tackles. The Chiefs 132 tackles made and 18 missed tackles. Kicks in play, D-Mac, like I said, in the second half, really, showed that kicking game a little bit over Jordie Barrett. 18 kicks for the Hurricanes, 29 kicks for the Chiefs. And, especially there was a few opportunities. There was a few opportunities where the Chiefs was not afraid to put the ball behind with the little grubber kicks, little kick behinds, and just to find that space, put the ball in space, and was able to get really, really good results, especially in the second half, in the Hurricanes, putting a lot of pressure on the Hurricanes to recover those balls. Lineouts, like I said, this is another huge weakness of Hurricanes. 4 lineouts lost, and I think there was at least 1 or 2 that went awry after the lineouts had been won, so it technically wasn't counted as a stat. There was, like I said, the one where it was a 5-meter defensive lineout. The Hurricanes just they did recover the ball, and the player tried to basically fumbles the ball after he had received it. So technically that's not a lineout lost, but it resulted in the ball being basically fumbled back into the in-goal area, and the one of the, I think it was the the number 9 from the Hurricanes had to take the ball out on into his own dead ball zone, resulting in a Chiefs 5-meter scrum, which was really poorly executed there. Scrums pretty even overall, 4 scrums to 9. No one lost the scrum. Penalties conceded 10 against the Hurricanes, so overall not too bad. Chiefs conceded 14 penalties and 2 yellow cards. So the Chiefs did have worse discipline, but yeah, the Hurricanes' execution in the lineouts and losing the kicking game really was the main reason why they lost this game. So let's have a look at some of the key moments of the match. Let's see. So first up, so the game started off with the Chiefs in the front foot. Actually, the Chiefs was able to get out of the gate quite quickly. 5 minutes in, there was 5 minutes into the game, there was a stolen Hurricanes lineout, and the Chiefs basically counter-attacked from inside their own half and just spread the ball out wide on the wing, and a little grubber kick back in field from the win, and Rona gets the ball. Is that his name? Rona gets the ball and goes in for the first goal. D-Mac misses his kick. This was not too hard of a kick, so 5 points to nil to the Chiefs. 5 minutes on the board, but the Hurricanes was able to get themselves back in form. Jordy Barrett sends Osafa Maua through the gap, and then the ball comes back. The ball kind of down the sideline, like kind of on the right hand wing. The ball comes back in. The ball goes out wide to who was it? To Flanders on the opposite wing, and he goes in for the first try for the Hurricanes. Jordy Barrett converts this one from the sideline, 7 points to the 5. Like again, immediately D-Mac was looking like he was being outclassed. He misses a much easier kick, and Jordy Barrett slots this one from the sideline. 19 minutes into the game as well, a penalty is it 19 minutes? Yeah. The Hurricanes gets a penalty. Jordy Barrett pops this one through, 10 points to 5. 25 minutes into the game, once again, D-Mac was able to do a nice little kick behind, finding that space, and it surely looked like the Hurricanes fullback was taken out in the air, right? But the referee said it was okay. It was a rugby collusion, which I was a little bit surprised that they didn't issue that as a card against the Chiefs player. But regardless, the Chiefs actually got a penalty out of this one for holding on at the breakdown, I think it was. But regardless, D-Mac pops this one through. This was a much easier kick for him. So the Chiefs gets himself back. 8 points to 10. 27 minutes into the game, the Hurricanes, literally from the 3 points they conceded, recovers the kickoff, and then the bus, Julian Savia, bursts down the right-hand sideline, got really close, but 5 minutes short. The ball comes back in field. The number 9, Wildkard, did a little dummy and go himself, slides through the middle, goes straight under the post, and then the Hurricanes are up 17 points to 8. And then that was the way the halftime ended. The Chiefs was really not struggling a little bit with their accuracy in the first half. Hurricanes was comfortably leading 17 points to 8 at halftime. Second half, 6 minutes in, the Chiefs really wanted to come out and look a bit stronger, and surely they did. They really brought the physicality, noticeably, and lift in physicality. So, 6 minutes into the second half, Peter Gus Suakula goes in for the first try, and this was just literally the forwards doing their work. Somasole Takiaho, like pick and go from the rock, just get himself little physicality, a little pop offload to, I think it was Sam Kane. And Sam Kane muscles himself through a little bit, and then another offload to Peter Gasol-Akula, just, completely rumbles himself through, linked it up quite nicely. The 3 forwards goes in for the try for the Chiefs. 15 points to 7, Chiefs catching back up. And then the game kind of stalled a little bit. Both teams are looking for the next 3 points, and then D-Mac had an opportunity to kick a 3 first, and he missed. And then a few minutes later, he gets another opportunity to redeem himself, and then he kicks the 3 points, 17 points to the 18. So at this point, the game is still quite close, and this was almost 60 minutes with about 20 minutes left. The Chiefs are only leading by 1. And then things started to get worse for the Hurricanes. Like I said, they had their own line out, 5-meter defensive line out. Like again, Chiefs kicking game was just way too good. What's in there? D-Mac puts the ball right into the 5-meter zone, and then the Hurricanes play under too much pressure to recover that. So the Hurricanes do a 5-meter line out, and the line out goes awry. The ball rolls into their own end zone, and one of the Hurricanes players had to take the ball out in dead ball, over the dead ball line, for Chiefs to get a 5-meter scrum. The scrum comes out, and it was just that, the Hurricanes defense was really not looking good. Basically, the scrum. The ball comes out. Ratimer, the number 9, gets the ball and just decides to have a dart himself. Surely, with the flanker, with the 9, with the opposition 9, and with an opposition 10, right in front of him, right? He just goes for it and he goes straight through. That's just really poor defense of the Hurricanes. That should not have happened with so many people around the scrum. Number 9 should not be able to just run through like that. So Ratimer gets finally breaks through, and then the Chiefs pulls himself ahead 25 points to 17. And then the 66 minutes in the game, D-Mac attempts a 50-meter conversion. He gets this one straight down the middle, 28 points to 17. And finally, on the 76th minute, the Chiefs was on the up, just pounding the Hurricanes. D-Mac gets the ball out wide, find himself in the space, little shimmy through a gap. He got tackled pretty short, but he bounced himself over, dunks the ball in for the try. 76th minute, and that was the end of the match. 17 points to 33 was the final score. Yeah, Hurricanes were truly beaten by the Chiefs, especially in the second half. Like D-Mac really at first I was literally laughing at him in the first half. Not gonna lie, I thought it was completely outclassed under the pressure. It was not looking like he was coping the pressure. And second half, D-Mac with a smile on his face, slowly but surely got himself back into the game and starting to make those really impressive plays that really, especially the kicking game, really put the Chiefs in the right zone, and then with the forward physicality, and that put the Hurricanes away for the game. Yeah, let me know your thoughts on this game, guys. Like and comment, subscribe. This was quite disappointing for me because I do support the Hurricanes, and the number 10 jersey for the All Blacks. D-Mac is looking quite good in contention for that. And let me know your thoughts. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys a bit later. And thanks for watching. Cheers.